one of you with us for this matchup at the AUF Gym powered by Smart 5G. Game tip-off brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
At saka makita na natin, starting 5 itong TNT. Hindi magsa-start ito si Ray Parks. It will be Ryan Reyes who will be starting for him.
Defensive presence there for TNT, the start of this match. Now on the other side, though, the usual suspects for Coach Jim Cohn. Just a reminder, Ginebra won in overtime 100-94, led by Aguilar's spectacular performance. The question, though, is going to be without Parks in the lineup though early on, ano ang magiging change ng roles para sa kanyang kakampi na maiiwan dito sa laro?
Well, you really look at now Jason Castro.
Yeah.
He's got to be aggressive. You know, you're going to look at him getting the ball a little bit more. R.R. Pugoy as well, to be able to create for himself. Maganda kasi ginagawa ni Ray Parks is he's able to create not just for himself, but even for his teammates. So somebody will have to do that. So if he creates maybe 10 times in one ball game, then you divide that. Hindi naman isang tao lang gusto mong kumuha ng 10 situation na yun. Troy Rosario also, you hope that he will get his points. Boy Aram as well. You know, these guys, if they're able to get 4 or 5 points more than they usually do, then that's the 20 points of Ray Parks.
Although the starting, that's 2 misses for both Aram and Troy Rosario, as we bring you once again the 2020 Honda PBA Philippine Cup, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. You remember, though, in the game that TNT played without Ray Parks at the start of the bubble, that led to a career performance from Roger Pugoy.
45 points.
That's right. So maybe one of the guys na aasahan ni Coach Bong Ravena to really step up without Parks, as first points in the game goes to Stanley Pringle.
And you gotta look at it if you're TNT. You don't really focus on, wala si Ray Parks ngayon. Kailangan may isang mag-step up na makakuha ng 20 points.
Yeah.
You gotta look at a number of guys, distribute those numbers, but at the same time, matitignan mo numero, yung rebounds at yung points in the paint, because that's a team ball game. Those are statistics that you'll need also the other guys to help out. Getting out-rebounded by 19 rebounds is just unacceptable if you're TNT.
Aguilar, the post, over to Arvin Tolentino, one of the leaders in statistics for the Rookie of the Year race. Pinagkasya ni Boy Aram. Take a look at this pretty move by Stan the Man Pringle. Amazing play of the quarter, powered by Smart Experience. Next level speeds with Smart 5G. Tim Cohn, though, does it change how you defend TNT without Parks on the floor?
Well, obviously it'll become easier, right, if you're Barangay Ginebra, because obviously he is the number 1 guy that they want to defend and they want to limit. So tatanggalin mo yun yung number 1 scorer, it should make it easier. But the key there now is, papabayaan mo na lang ba yung iba? Kasi alam mo, okay, yung number 1 scorer, malamang hindi maglalaro. Dude, does the defense react and say na, it's going to be an easier day? Which may not be the case. So yun yung babantayan mo if you're the coaching staff of Barangay Ginebra. You gotta make sure that you still give that same effort for 48 minutes.
Because you look at this lineup of TNT.
Oh, they can explode.
Even without Parks.
Exactly.
A lot of weapons there on the floor for Coach Bong Ravena. Same thing, though, for Barangay Ginebra. And their unselfishness on the floor, leading to that triple for Arvin Tolentino. A nice pass from Stan the Man.
Because of his stellar play, he's getting more minutes and he's getting the starting nod from Coach Jim Cohn. At mo kagandahan nun, biglang mapapa-off the bench mo itong si Aljon Mariano. And Aljon Mariano's been playing solid. I mean, ever since the start of the bubble, we've been talking about, L.A. Tenorio, Japin Aguilar, Prince Cabral, especially the first 2 games. But Aljon Mariano was also the other guy that helped bring Japin back into shape. And they got the wins by not having to push them too hard.
By not having to play Japin like 30 minutes to start the first few games. And of course, you got Stanley Pringle, who has just been tremendous. That's a big shot, though, for Troy Rosario, knocking down his first 3-pointer of the game.
You look at Stanley Pringle, he came into the bubble in great shape. Pareho sila nitong si Aljon Mariano, so that's why they got majority minutes as well in the beginning of the conference.
Aguilar slipping inside off that pass from Pringle, that won't fall. And TNT with a chance to tie the game here in the first. Troy thinking 3 once again. That's a miss. As Rosario's hunting for a shot early here in the first quarter.
Chuck pa din sa TNT, kinakailangan ma-even out the series. You had 2 days rest. You had 2 days to be able to figure out the tape. Pero pag kukunti lang yung pagkakamali ng TNT, the adjustments that they could make. But defensively, the rebounds, allowing, a lot of rebounds, 19 offensive rebounds for Barangay Ginebra. Yung disparity, diba? It was 60 to 41.
Right.
So those 19 rebounds, cut that in half. Completely different ballgame.
And they were in control of the game up until that, as you saw in the tail end of that last pass by L.A. to Arvin, as a 3-second violation is going to be called on Thompson. It's just that Ginebra's defense in overtime limited TNT to only 2 points. And that was a difference maker, really, as Ginebra outscored them 8-2 in overtime.
You look back at that game, arguably you could say that if Ray Ray Parks knocked down that free throw, it would have been different. Yes, but I felt that, TNT really gave it their all already, and they lost steam in overtime. Partly because of the injury to Ray Ray Parks, and they were still trying to ride Ray Ray, but then Barangay Ginebra just shifted to a different gear, led by L.A. Tenorio.
And then eventually Parks fouled out as well, which complicated matters. Tolentino looking for a second triple, no go. That was a pretty shot as well by Pugoy on the other end to tie up the game. RR is probing. And Aguilar climbing all over Pugoy. As both Gilas stalwarts had a laugh there. But there's one guy that you're scared of will challenge your shot, is Japet Aguilar. Kaya ang ganda ng pumping ni Pogs dun.
Nauna na yung talon nitong si Japet Aguilar, so he had to hold on to our Pugoy, being sure that, Pugoy would land as soft as he could.
Free throws for Roger Pugoy in the last game, in game number 1, scored 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists.
He was struggling in the semifinals. Itong si RR Pugoy. And, it was good that he was able to get a good first game for TNT. They're going to need him here in the finals.
Zizop is on the bench. Replacing him is Jason Castro. Probably will have to shoulder the load better than how he did in game number 1. Tolentino over to Pringle. 12 seconds left on the shot clock for Ginebra. LA back to stand. Closely guarded by Samboy De Leon, who committed a foul on that defensive sequence. Quick rotation here for De Leon, who did not play game number 1. Siya agad yung naatasang depensahan itong si Pringle.
So Jason Castro, 12 points, 4 of 13 from the field in game number 1. 5 assists though.
Pringle. Oh, that's a turnover on Stan Adulas. But a counter turnover there by TNT. Ginebra looking to manufacture offense early, but the defense is back. Aguilardo, look at him muscling his way inside. Token resistance from De Leon, not enough. Aguilar finishing for 2.
Again, Japet Aguilar making himself available, being patient. He's getting that basketball. The smaller guys of TNT tried, but did not succeed.
That shot by Japet is our fresh play of the game, brought to you by Waterhouse. Keeps you fresh. I like what you said about how they did not rush Japet, though. They really took his time with him inside the bubble. And whoever made the decision really to play him, and to play him, I guess to load manage him early on in the bubble, really paid off here as we go to the tail end of the finals.
Him and L.A. Tenorio joined the team late. Right? LA had an operation. Japet Aguilar, joined the team late as well. So they were not in great shape when they initially came. So they needed really to, basically, if it's a marathon, the first few kilometers they were really just maybe brisk walking, and then slowly into a jog. And then now this is the pace. They're already pretty much 100%.
Tsaka may mahirap pa doon dahil nga pinipacing nila si Japet, like tulad nga na sinabi mo, nabigyan ng pagkakataon yung mga Prince Caperals, Marianos, Tolentinos, feel to get their minutes and to get their, the wind under them, their legs under them, to perform at a high level for Coach Tim.
And remember, they did it as well without JDV, right? JDV, not also 100% initially coming into Barangay Ginebra, into this bubble. So, it really shortened the rotation a lot for Barangay Ginebra. Pero maganda na lang doon, yung mga mas bata yung nahabaan ng minuto.
Kip Montalvo on the floor for Pugoy, and Harvey Carey, the veteran for TNT, is on the floor as well. Pinahinga muna si Troy Rosario. TNT is really maximizing their rotation here.
Oh, you need to. You need to if you're a TNT. You know, Harvey did not play in game number 1, played a little bit in the semifinals. You know that you can get, you know, a number of minutes from him to make good decisions.
Nice shot there from Enciso, confident, curling off that screen to give TNT the lead.
Simon Enciso, another key piece in the puzzle for TNT. You know, they're hoping that he'll get, you know, his numbers in the, ideally in the first 3 quarters.
Pringle the blow by. Too fast, too strong for Stan. The man attacking baseline left Enciso in the dust.
Whenever Boy Aram sits down, you lose a rim protector if you're TNT.
And that was recognized right away by Pringle as he got to the baseline. Washington Phillip jumper. No go. Back tap by Carey, saving the possession for TNT. Castro swing pass. Enciso na naman. Isa na naman 3 para kay Simon Enciso.
3-point shots for Simon Enciso and TNT going in at the beginning of game number 2.
Enciso is a streaky shooter doon, pero pag nakaisa na siya, dire-diretso na yan. Pero kabilang paning naman, Pringle has been attacking the defense of Enciso this entire first period.
Ayaw mo pa iwan. Ito si Stanley Pringle. Stanley Pringle with 9 points in the ballgame. 9 of the 14.
3 of 7 for TNT from 3, make it 3 of 8 as Washington missing on that trifecta. Thompson tumatakbo, nakahanap ng butas sa depensa ng TNT. Tenorio, tinapikan ni Montalvo. Good defense there from the rookie. Here's Castro against Pringle. 16 seconds on the shot clock for TNT, 4 minutes remaining in the first. Enciso once again. This time Thompson was there to challenge. Rebounded by Mariano. Pringle.
Check.
He earned it. He earned one. Time on the floor for Barangay Ginebra.
In the paint. Not only did they give up 51% two-point field goals and 60 points inside the paint, they also lost the rebounding battle. Ginebra had 60 rebounds while TNT only had 41. These, according to Coach Sandy Arispacochaga, are some of the reasons kung bakit sila natalo. Thus, coming into the game tonight, they want to make sure that they tighten up their interior defense. They also want to be more aggressive, crashing the boards for the rebounds, while at the same time lessening their fouling inside the paint. They know it will be more difficult to execute with Ray Park's downfall for the game tonight, but as Coach Sandy puts it, they cannot dwell on that. They have a mission to accomplish, and they need to stay locked in. Gentlemen?
Maraming salamat, Selena Dagdag Alas, reporting for on the side of the TNT Katropa.
Very simple. Tama yung analysis nila, di ba? Natalo sila sa points in the paint. They lost the battle in the paint, not just the points in the paint, but the rebounding. So they know that they need to do a better job in that area. So for sure, pinag-usapan yan. You know, they watch the tape, and you know, you want to highlight certain players that may have missed out certain positions. Kasi 19 offensive rebounds yung Barangay Ginebra. So kinakailangan, yung mga nag-miss out ng mga times yun, you look at Scottie Thompson. How many offensive rebounds did Scottie Thompson have? He had 5 in game number 1.
Brace yourselves sa isa sa pinakamalaking virtual runs ng taon. A 7-11 run 2020 turns into a Christmas virtual run for a cause on November 30 to December 12, 2020. Over 40,000 participants will be part of history. Let's all come together to run for a cause and unity. Sama-sama tayong makisaya sa 7-11 Christmas virtual run 2020.
Dagdagan natin yung mga offensive rebounds. Chapin had 6 and Aljo Mariano had 4.
So to your point, Dom, you add to that report, does that place even more responsibility on the shoulders of Boy Aram? Because I would imagine the reason why they got Aram was really to shore up their interior.
Yes, but not necessarily just
Not all him.
Not just all him. Because he could be the one helping. So, di ba, inaasahan mo siya kukuha ng madaming defensive rebound. But if he's up there, kung nilalabas siya ng Barangay Ginebra off that pick and roll, he's helping out. Mahirap siya makakuha ng defensive rebound. So, who's gonna box out Japet Aguilar? So, that on that rotation, those are the key points that they need to figure out. Who's gonna box out Japet? You gotta know where Japet is. You gotta know where Scott is. You gotta know where Aljo Mariano is.
Smart 5G. When I got to talk to assistant coach Richard Del Rosario, he spoke very highly of Arvin Tolentino. Sabi niya, he doesn't only have a high basketball IQ, he also has high EQ. He could have simply settled for an outside shot nung nakuha niya yung bola from LA Tenorio, but he knew he could take on Roger Pugoy. And Arvin, confirm niya yun, that he knew kaya niya si Roger at that moment, and he wanted to make sure to get that ball inside that basket. And LA Tenorio also spoke highly of him. Sabi niya, I've known Coach Tim Cone for a very long time. He's not a rookie guy, but Arvin, he's in the position right now of changing Coach Tim Cone's perspective, at yung pinaghirapan ni Arvin all year just really was shown in that last play in the last game. Gentlemen.
Maraming salamat, Denise Tan. And yeah, to Denise's point and to Coach Char, milagro makita ng rookie playing clutch minutes for Coach Tim Cone.
Oo, mahilig sa veterano. Itong si Coach Tim Cone. So that's why he's in a very special place. So if you're Arvin Tolentino, you want to be able to maximize the opportunity that's being given to you.
Kanina, before the break, we were talking about the big weapon for a big challenge for TNT is how to clock out a guy like Scotty Thompson. Nakita natin as Denise was reporting, another defensive rebound for Barangay Ginebra, of offensive rebound that led to a shot in the paint.
And that's why you got to be able to locate Scotty, you got to locate Aljon, you got to locate Jonathan Aguilar. And Stanley Pringle locating that three-point shot once again.
If that shot is falling for Pringle, and it has been basically this entire conference,
what do you do?
I'm speechless. I don't
What do you do defensively? He's so quick, he's so shifty, it's so difficult to stop him driving to that basket. But if he's knocking down that three-point shot, you gotta extend out the challenge at three as well.
The other side, Troy Rosario getting that bucket. That's a nice change of pace sa atake ni Troy. Getting inside the painted area, Pringle, Thompson, Mariano. Less than a minute remaining in the first period. Aljon, mid-range jumper, no go. Again, TNT so far playing without Ray Parks. It's not the starting lineup, but they're only down by 2 points, 19-17 kontra sa Barangay Ginebra. Pringle goes behind the back. Stan, gorgeous no-look find to Mariano for the deuce.
It's really so difficult if you're TNT. You cannot gamble for a steal on Stanley Pringle and LA Tenorio.
Pass inside, nauna sa pwestuhan si Pringle, and that is going to be a turnover on Semeran. Take a look at this gorgeous move by Pringle as he goes behind the back on the blur and then finds Mariano in stride. Lakas move na ito, hatid sa inyo ng Cobra Plus Vitamin C. Lakas at proteksyon. Cobra, the #1 energy drink.
12 points in 11 minutes, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Stanley Pringle.
Can we put him on triple-double watch as early as the first one?
I think so.
Might be one of those days brewing for Stan the Man. Ginebra will hold for close to the last possession of the first period. Nakazona ngayon ang TNT. Pringle. Over to Chan. 4 seconds. Pringle relocates for 3. A stop there by the Katropa. They will not let it fly. And Stanley Pringle leading the way for Barangay.